Hey everyone, it's Pat from Seattle Coffee Gear, and I have here today a crew review of the Miele 6360 Milk Perfection Super Automatic Espresso machine. So this machine and the one that's stepped down from it, the 6160, are both very similar. We'll talk about some of the differences between the two in this review, but this review will mostly serve as one review for both machines since performance-wise, they're pretty much the same. These machines, if you're not familiar with Miele's previous 6000 line, are similar to those in a lot of ways, but they also have some key differences and upgrades that I really like that I think kind of set them apart and justify the new models. So for starters, this machine is going to look pretty similar to the previous 6000 machine. It's got slightly different styling for the interface that I really like, and it feels a little bit narrower when you put it on the countertop, which is nice, but otherwise it's going to have a pretty similar appearance and a pretty similar operation to the previous machine. One of the big upgrades with this machine is that Milk Perfection line in the name. One of the complaints with prior Miele machines has been that the milk doesn't get hot enough, and that's obviously something that's very subjective. For my personal taste, I've actually felt that Miele machines do produce hot enough milk, but totally understand how for some people the milk isn't quite up to the temperature they'd like. This machine gets there, or at least gets much closer to it. I can't really imagine wanting hotter milk than what this machine can produce, but you can control the temperature a little more than you can in the previous models. You can also control the different texture of the milk, and you can set parameters for like how much hot milk you want versus how much froth you want in things like a latte. So it's just generally got a lot more programmability from the milk side of things, and overall produces much higher quality milk and a much hotter milk if you are into that sort of thing, or you can program it to be down a little lower in temperature if you don't need it that hot. Speaking of the milk system, one of the key differences between this machine and the 6160 is this milk carafe. So this model of the machine comes with the milk carafe, the 6160 does not. So that's one of the things you're getting for the difference. The other difference with this machine is the number of user profiles. So for that programmability, the 6160 is going to come with 4 different profiles, and the 6360 is going to come with 8. So if you have a larger family, or if you just want more profiles, maybe you might want one for like your morning drinks and your afternoon drinks, or you want one for each family member and then a few different guest profiles. You can set that up with both of these machines, but the 6360 is going to give you more profiles to work with. The other thing that these newer machines have, and this is true for the whole Miele line down to the 53 machines, is a redesigned and sort of sound insulated grinding and brewing path. They specifically advertise it for the grinder, but because of the greater sound insulation in the machine, I actually find that the brewing is quieter as well. So all around, it's a much quieter machine, which is really nice if you're using it in the morning, and if you are in a family that's taking advantage of those different user profiles to make sure that nobody is interrupted in their morning routine or their meetings or whatever. So that's a really nice feature as well. Otherwise, performance-wise, they're very similar. They have very similar programming features. They have very similar automatic cleaning. This one does require sort of manual descaling, where you work with the cleaning program to put in the descaling tablets, and the same thing with the cleaning tablets. It does not have the automatic descaling of the more advanced 7750 model. But otherwise, it's going to function pretty similarly to the 6000 series, which we really like. You can do a lot of different things in terms of recipes. It has a really nice long shot coffee feature. You can use it to brew a full pot of their kind of coffee-like coffee drink. I'm putting that in air quotes because like any other super automatic, this machine does not make drip coffee. So the coffee feature is a long shot of coffee. But I personally really like the coffee that comes out of it, and being able to pair it with the separate coffee pot that you can get or use one of your own is really nice as well. So generally, this is a really easy to use machine, really good machine. I'm a big fan of it. Let's go ahead and make a drink so you can see how easy it is to use in progress. I'm gonna go ahead and make a latte macchiato. So I've actually programmed this myself already. It's got a larger amount of hot milk, small amount of milk froth, and then a pretty normal size shot. Those are all different parameters you could change yourself if you wanted to though. So just gonna hit that button. So we're gonna get the hot milk first. And if you have a container that's off in terms of size, you can always stop it early if you want to. And then it's gonna finish off the milk froth. And then we're gonna get the espresso. Okay, so let's give it a try. Yep, and that is very good. One of the things that impressed me about this machine when I first set it up is that the first shot that I pulled on it, I thought was already quite tasty. So obviously there's tweaking you can do from there, but just out of the box, it already makes some really great drinks. So definitely recommend this machine if it is in the category that you're looking at. Really good features all around. The milk quality is really good. Programmability is great. And then the newer features in terms of that and the quieter grinding and brewing is really great as well. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about this machine, feel free to drop them below. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and get subscribed for more content around Miele and all kinds of other super automatics and semi-automatics and just general coffee equipment. Thanks.
Yes.